I was just sitting here and I was thinking about my life, my story. When I was a young girl, I always told Mama that I wanted to be a nurse when I grew up. I wanted to go out and I wanted to help people and I wanted to make people feel better and just pamper them, just love on them. That was what I always wanted to do when I was a young girl. But then when I was 17, I dropped out of school and I just decided that I just hated school. I just made a bad mistake and just was a high school dropout. So when I went out into the workforce, I was working in textiles and working in factories and working my butt off for very little money, and that was life. But I still always wanted to be that nurse. Now I sit and think about it, how I wish I would have went on and done that. But I was a high school dropout. And I became a mom at 19. And by the time I was 22, I was a mother of 2 children, 2 beautiful blessings. And, I done what I had to do, the factories, the textiles, whatever it was to make ends meet. I done that because that's what a mother does. She takes care of her children. At 39, I decided I'd go back and get my GED, and just because I wanted it. If I ever never done anything with it, I wanted it. My grandma always wanted her grandchildren to graduate high school and do something with herself, and unfortunately, that never truly happened. But at 39, I went back. I went to night school, and I went for about 5 weeks, and I ended up getting my GED. And I'm here to tell you that in 2008, when I got that in the mail, I was so extremely proud. And I called Grandma to tell her, and she was over the moon because Billy Joe had went back and got her GED. Mama was happy. We're all happy. And like I said, that was in 2008, and I'm still proud. I'm still happy. But I never done anything with it. But I sit and I think about my life and the fact that I wanted to be a nurse, and I never was. But all my life that I can remember, I've always took part in taking care of somebody or helping somebody and just giving love to people. And elderly and children have always had a special place in my heart, and I've always had compassion for them. And, for the last 10 years, I've been going out and helping elderly take care of their house cleaning and keeping their home up to par because they no longer can do it. And then 6 years before that, I was a caretaker to a couple of shut-ins in their home. I fed them, I bathed them, I cleaned their house, I took them to the doctors, I did their grocery shopping, and on their last days, I was there by their bed because their wish was to die at home, and that's what I allowed to happen. They didn't want to go in a nursing facility. I never got that title of a nurse. I never had that. I never had the pay of a nurse. But I played that role, biggest part of my life. When my dad was sent home with hospice, his last 13 years of his life, I'm the one that took care of Daddy. I made sure Daddy was loved and took care of, and I did what I was supposed to do and exactly what a good nurse does. So I've always played a part in taking care and loving people. The last couple of years of my mom's life, she struggled financially, and I helped her in any way I possibly could. I helped her to pay her bills and make ends meet for the last 2.5 years of her life. And I don't know, I just love to be able to help people. And it ain't about helping them in because there's something in it for you. It's helping them because there's something in here that wants to do for them. So that's been my story. That's been my story. I've never really made a lot of money, and I didn't come from money, but I'm rich. I'm rich because my heart has always been filled with love and compassion, and I've always been so freely to give it. I won't tell you it always came back, but I've always gave it, and I will continue to give. That's my story.